A few weeks ago, I got a phone call. Someone that I knew from my past, someone who now follows my YouTube channel, reached out. They had a tip. An old bowling alley was being torn down. 4 lanes that was made of solid beach, built to last forever. But if no one took them, they would be chopped up and burned. So they thought that I might do something with them. I picked up the phone that day, and that decision turned into something bigger. Julia and I rented a van, drove across the country, and started dismantling the bowling lanes, unscrewing a lot of screws and sawing them into manageable pieces, and carrying them piece by piece into the van. It was a long day, but I knew exactly why I was doing it. When you see something valuable, you don't let it go to waste. And it got me thinking. Do you know, when you were a kid, adults would always ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? And you were supposed to have an answer. Firefighter, a doctor, a teacher, or something respectable. Something that made sense to adults. I think schools still do this. The whole system is designed to push kids into choosing a path as early as possible. I get the logic. Society needs workers. We need people in jobs moving the machine forward. But it also creates this idea that whatever you choose now, you'll be doing for the rest of your life. That's a lot of pressure. So firefighter sounds fun when you're 12, right? But for 40 years, I don't think so. And that pressure to choose right makes young people hesitate. What if they get it wrong? What if they wake up 10 years into their career and realize that they hate it? So they delay making the decision at all. They stress about it and they wait. But here's the truth. Your career, your life isn't one big decision. It's a series of choices and connected events. A process of picking things up along the way. A little bit like breaking down an old bowling alley piece by piece. That's a bad metaphor, but anyway, when we got home, I stripped the lanes down even further in the driveway, pulling them apart, reducing them to the building blocks. That was beautiful beach waiting to become something new. And that is maybe really a good picture of my path, because I didn't start as a YouTuber and woodworker. I didn't even know what that was when I started out. I have done a lot of different things. I would in all kinds of businesses. I've been self-employed. I've been playing as a DJ. I have written stuff. I made short films when I was really young. I was working in marketing jobs. I've started projects and kicked things out over the ramp. I don't even know if that's a saying in English, but it should be. Kicking stuff over the ramp. I built businesses and learned how to make things happen. And the thing is, I use all of that today. Everything that I have done earlier, I'm using those skills in some shape or form now. Making, writing, editing, problem solving, running a business that a YouTube channel also is. I don't even notice all the little ways my past experiences are shaping what I do today. Let me put it another way. I couldn't be doing what I do now without the weird path that I took. And just like these bowling lanes, these building blocks, every job, every project, every weird detour you're taking, it all becomes material for something new in your future. And that is why I had told my kids, go do whatever feels right now. It is not forever. You'll be doing other things too. You'll be jumping from island to island. You'll combine experiences. You'll invent jobs that don't exist yet. You'll land in places you can't even imagine right now. And here is a good rule of thumb. Reinvent yourself every 10 years. Don't fall asleep at the wheel. Don't sit in the same career forever, waiting for a promotion that you may not even want. Do interesting things. Combine weird skills. Say yes to things that don't make sense right now. Don't worry so much about the path. I mean, freaking look at me. It will all make sense later. The important part is that you keep moving. Just like this wood, getting a second life somehow. Just like my own story, one thing leading to the next, even when it didn't seem connected at the time. I don't know what these bowling lanes will become yet, but I know they are worth saving. And so are all the small experiences that might not make sense right now, but it will fit together later. So don't follow a path that somebody else made for you. Be your own pathfinder. Do crazy stuff. Don't fall asleep at the wheel. And that was today's rant from the YouTuber in Denmark. You can now go back to your normal life again. I apologize.